What are you doing here?
Looking for you. I need your help.
Where did he come from?
You trashed my club. Now you'll pay.
Welcome back, folks. This is Acid Roots Wired. So this is part 8 of the Rise to Honor playthroughs. In this particular episode, this is going to be kind of a flub of an episode as we try to figure out what to do with this particular boss here. Just what I have to say amongst it. He's got like a drunken master type style, and especially that's even worse due to like a more wet area where you can get drowned in. But the pitch behind it, what this game wants you to do with this particular character is grab him back and drown him. And I get the feeling, like from what I've seen, most of these bosses here tend to have like a particular style that you have to figure out that kind of chips away at them. Like the previous one that I had problems with the past good while was just doing the counterattack type stuff. But doing the counterattack on this guy really does not make that much of a difference. I mean, it helps. But really what it wants you to do is what he keeps doing to Jet Li here, is just be able to like grab him and try to drown him in the water. But I didn't figure that out in this particular episode, so we'll get towards it just within the pitch. But yeah, so hopefully this boss is really not that much of a pain in the ass beyond that. I just would have to say it's going to be interesting to kind of figure out as far as what full blown to kind of do, just because you do have to kind of somewhat counter on top of that just within the pitch and his drunken master style. I mean, it's one thing just fighting like a normal boss character, but it's just kind of the concept that the kind of woozy type factor where he's a little bit more unorthodox just kind of makes up for it. So it's just kind of within the pitch, but he's kind of tall too, so it's just kind of the range. It's a little bit taller than Jet Li, so you can't really, you have to kind of get close to him, which the game wants you to do just within the pitch. So that's just kind of the fair. So yeah, music wise, just within the pitch behind it, just talk about some extra kind of stuff here. I mean, yeah, this is going to be kind of a slag episode, just to say that there's some tedium that's going to kind of happen, and the next episode might be like that as well if the boss gives me problems. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take down this particular boss. We're just going to have to get towards it. Just have to kind of suppose, like, I mean, I would suspect I'm just going to have to figure out what to do with it, but I am going to attempt some gameplay soon enough within that tone. But yeah, like I was saying, just basically, like, I made a community post on my music channel as far as talking about the concept of dislike, the real disdain for like the situation about what's going on with the Internet Archive and the Wayback Machine. I mean, it's not like a tremendous, like, this completely earth-shattering disappointment, but it is kind of like a fault of a scenario, just being able to say, just because the concept of it is I recognize in the future, because what I can't project right now is just how long that, like, the Internet Archive is going to be out of commission, because there are mixtapes on there. There's over like 6 digits. I want to say there's over 100,000, not just the Dat Piff mixtapes, but just everything that's ever been uploaded to that website since probably like the 2000s. So this is kind of the concept. That's a lot of stuff that's on that particular platform. You know, they do have, it does have like a lot of good stuff on there, and it's just kind of within the pitch. I mean, I recognize that it's kind of a delicate situation, but if that website doesn't come back, there's a lot of material that's going to be lost for good. I just question, it's kind of like when you watch a movie and it's like some treasure hunting or something like that, and you lose the treasure to something of that relative pitch, and people don't even care if they're not going to be rich or something like that. It's just kind of within the tone as far as saying that the bounty's behind something. I think there might be some people that don't realize, like, the imperative, the jeopardy of like the situation of losing some of this content. It's just, it's not to be like an asshole or something like that to kind of say, but it just is the concept that it is kind of a big deal, more so than what's probably being let on. I'm just surprised that it just hasn't made more headway with the tone behind it. But you know, there's only so much that can be done. I mean, to just say plain as day, you know, 200,000 mixtapes, free material that has glossed up type music to kind of get, may not be coming back if they cannot figure out how to finagle like the concept what the hackers did. It's just kind of within the tone. It's a lot of material, and it's not. I realize that within the Internet Archive, there's also some other stuff like this, all the websites and all the internet type stuff that's been around since like the 90s even. But this is kind of the concept. That's one website you don't want to hack. I mean, you look after it. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of that was a low blow to kind of do that there with what the hackers kind of did. It's one thing to hack like Google or something, one of those type websites, but that one was just a little bit more of a low blow to kind of have there. You know, it's just not very honorable just within that pitch. But yeah, this cat, I mean, you just have to really suppose about some of that just within the tone. You Yeah, I do have some other games coming this month as far as those pitches going to happen. I've got some stuff in mind, but I realized that, I looked up a walkthrough on like this website called Game Facts, which is basically game frequently asked questions, and that basic concept about it is they have like walkthroughs. It's a good platform for trying to figure out how to beat a video game that is not on YouTube, something like that. It's just kind of within the pitch, but I look after it. Apparently, I'm up to like chapter 18 of this particular game. So it's this, when I looked up that particular stuff on the website, it just kind of said and stuff that I don't know how many chapters are within the game, but I may be further along. But then I kind of look after it. I saw when I looked up a walkthrough on YouTube about this to kind of see if I could get some pointers. For the most part, this is not really one as much that people are just saying pointers to say like, oh, you have to grab this character and all that. This is kind of more straightforward, just kind of more reactionary type stuff. But that's kind of why this game playthrough has been so persnickety, is because this is not one of the most kind of super popular type choices. I mean, when you get like standard ones, like Grand Theft Auto 3 or something like that, it'd kind of be a little bit different. But there's probably only like 5 or 6 or 7 playthroughs across like the past 20 years that YouTube's been around for this game, for this kind of thing. I feel like definitely back in 2021 is even more so, but it's just kind of within the pitch. But so it's basically damn near on my own as far as trying to figure out what to do here. And I lost the other point that I was trying to say, but yeah. But yeah, pretty much just assuming that you can grab a hold of this guy and try to drown him back. I get the feeling that probably knocks him out of commission pretty well, but yeah. Yeah, it's not coming to me as far as what I was trying to say elsewise with that, but that's kind of the tone behind it. But yeah, this is a pretty fun game here. I mean, it's just within the pitch. I mean, at least this has like, this had me have a little bit more vitality as far as wanting to get through this. I actually did play, like normally I probably would have quit playing this after just like 2 or 3 game overs, but I did actually try to do this for a little bit. And I'll probably do that in the next episode when I fight this guy again to see if I'm able to do it. So that's kind of what happened there. But hopefully it just doesn't take like another 2 or even more than that, 2, 3, 4 years to get past this particular character. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Just chapter 18, me questioning how many chapters would be in this particular game. But yeah, like the playthrough that I saw that did all up to this episode in like an hour, I want to say there was at least 6 or 7 more episodes. So I'm probably like a 6th or a 5th the way done with this game, something like that. But I just question how because it's the boss characters that are like the royal pain here. That's what seems to be the problem. Well, and there's no reason why that guy should grab me. I was nowhere near him. That was kind of glitchy, but. Kind of happens to be a thing. But yeah, that takes care of it damn near, folks. We'll just have to say it's just kind of the concept about what's going on here. But I would say subscribe for more fun. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night, and we'll try to figure out this boss character in some other episodes here, I'd have to say. So stay tuned for that.